वाला या दवा की दुकान चलाने वाला. It is not restricted up to that limit only. A doctor cannot do anything if medicines are not there and the medicines are distributed, dispensed by a qualified person. Presently, the government of UP, as you know, have made it necessary that one pharmacist must be there in any medical shop. Because previously what happened, one pharmacist gave his name to different shops. Pharmacists sitting in Gorakhpur have given his name to Sultanpur district and the shop is running there. Now it has been restricted. As soon as you give your name to another shop, it will reflect on site online, and that will be cancelled. The drawback, which just we were talking in the office, the drawback of that is that in pharmacy colleges, the pharmacy seats are going vacant, or otherwise somewhere somebody read that lot of pharmacists are required. In government setup, here I am CMO, we are lacking of at least 1500 pharmacists in Gorakhpur only. We need 1500 more pharmacists in Gorakhpur. As the structural activities, as the PSCs, CSCs, additional PSCs are increasing day by day. Every minister, every MLA wants that there should be a CSC in his area. There should be a PSC in an area. There should be a additional PSC, new PSC what we call. That should be in his area. So they are going increasing in abundance. But we are not getting the manpower, not only the pharmacist, but other manpower is also sort of. So the government has surged by a media that keep them on contractual basis, as they are doing for doctors also. We are lacking so many doctors. In Gorakhpur, I can tell you, we are short of 100 doctors, 110 doctors. As present existing CSCs, PSCs, district hospital, female hospital and medical college. We are lack of. In the same way the pharmacists and staff nurses. But they are keeping pharmacists, staff nurses, lab technicians and doctors, specialists on contractual basis just to cope up the gap. Still we are not getting at least doctors. We are not getting doctors. I can offer if one specialist is ready, I can offer him 1,20,000 per month. That is my power as a CMO with consent of district magistrate of Gorakhpur. But still we are not getting. Lot of pediatricians we need, lot of radiologists we need, very many gynecologists we need, we are not getting. So this real situation here, even in Gorakhpur and in Azamgarh, both districts I was CMO, both places you are the key person who is running my hospitals. Our pharmacists are the key person, they are running our hospitals. Many times you see in the newspapers and in flash news that doctors are beaten. Had it not been that my pharmacists are managing my additional PSCs and PSCs, we would have been beaten more. People will search, nobody is there to treat us. So attack on doctors will increase. But thanks to you all, our budding pharmacists are sitting here, you will come out, you will join some services, or you may open your medical store. But wherever you are, please provide services to the downtrodden, to the suffering people with cheering face. Everybody says that half of the disease goes away if you smile with the patient.
Exactly.
अगर आप आते ही कहो कहाँ चले आए, चलो बैठो अभी बहुत भीड़ है. If you speak like that, Your attitude is like that. If you are a doctor, you cannot you cannot be recognized as a good practitioner. With low degree, is not an MD, is not MS, is not super specialist, but even a simple MBBS के यहाँ लाइन लगती हो, आप देखिए, he is running his clinic, abundant patients are there because of his nature. A super specialist sitting somewhere, if his nature and attitude is not good, he will not get patient. He will driving off for the patient, send patients to our shop, send patients to my clinic. So the key thing, what the message on this day I want to circulate to you people, because you are younger, you grasp more, is one thing, that the services you are providing, provide it happily, provide it with a cheering face, provide it with a very gentle attitude. Of course, sometimes situation comes when there is great rush and you are the only person to manage. But if you go to some institute, I have been in AIMS, I have been in Vellore, lot of rush is there. A simple lady is sitting, she smiles from 10 AM to 5 PM. मुझे डर लगता है फेशियल पैल्सी ना हो जाए, हंसी ही रहती है. She smiles and treats people, accepts people, and the hospital is running well. She is never exhausted. If you go to your work with a happy mood, you do 25% more work what you would have done when you just lethargically join your seat. It is a study by American people that if you happily go, बीवी से लड़ाई करके नहीं गए, आराम से प्रसन्नता से गए. If you go happily to your job, you do 25% more work. One thing. Second message, which I used to give to my doctors, here I have got opportunity with you people, that in your profession, it's a very noble profession you have opted. We have opted also a very noble profession. Staff nurses जो हमारे यहाँ, they have all opted a very noble profession, one of the best profession, which gives satisfaction, which gives money, which gives you to work, expose yourself to the masses, and you help to the downtrodden, to the people who is in miseries, who is in pains, relieve their miseries and pains. He becomes thankful to you. Now the situation has gone that we were thought second God. No, no. That has gone. With both ways. Neither the doctors are so sincere like God or semi-God, and nor the public. Expectation of public is too much, and doctors are not able to cope that. Second thing I wanted to tell you before I miss, that between your profession, money should not come between you and your profession. What happens? You see the other people who has established his clinic, who has established his shop 10 years ago, you are going to start today. You always think, oh, I should get this much. There should be a car, there should be a big house, there should be a big shop, there should be so many people employed by me. All things come to your mind. That should not be. Happily start your profession wherever you are. Happily start your profession. You will achieve all that. It takes time. I did not become CMO just after 2 days or just after 2 years or 5 years. I have put in my services 32 years. Then for last 3-4 years I am CMO. Which is, people say, all our staff also say, sitting here, that a prestigious post, but I don't think. Because there are so many thorns in the seat of CMO, which only CMO knows, because there is a saying that it is the wearer knows where the shoe pinches. आपके जूते में एक कील कहीं निकली हो तो वो ये हमारे स्टाफ मेंबर ही जानेंगे कि इनके कहाँ चुभ रहा, बाहर से तो बहुत चमक रहा. So that seat is not that much glorious, but as I have been given that job, I have to fulfill with my fullest capacity, fullest zeal and fullest staff coordination. So money should not be involved. Of course, घोड़ा घास से दोस्ती करेगा तो क्या खाएगा, बात तो है.
Exactly.
बट कितनी घास खाए, कितनी घास चाहिए, पेट भरने भर की चाहिए. So we should be of that line that we must gain something, but unnecessarily it should not interrupt our working, it should not interrupt our profession, and we should not earn a bad name in public because of that. That is more true with us. That means I am indicating to the doctors. That is more true with us. But somewhere I feel that is true with you people also when you come to the field. So with two lessons, I will not take much of your time because I am very, very busy. But I feel sometime I must go within these budding students so that I can remember my days of student days. I should remember my student days. I should feel free because lot of phones. See, the phone is ringing still. Lot of phones every day, throughout the day, and lot of problems I have to solve. I do not do any what you call patient doctor work. Last 3 years I have not seen even a single patient. Though I am an eye surgeon, I worked as eye surgeon for